you still live with your mum.
I do.
I know your mum. My problem with your mum is too much information.
TMI. Were you there when she read the first 2 chapters of the book she was writing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sort of a memoir of her sexual history. What? And she read it to me and my brother.
I've read all 15 books, they're great.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with some comedy here. This is Losing It over James Acaster's Amazing Band Story. 8 out of 10 cats does countdown. This is best of series 20. Well, that's pretty limited, so maybe, if it's just limited to season 20, that's a good sign. So it's not going to have all kinds of stuff from past seasons, I hope. Anyway, we're going to get started here. Be sure to like the video if you liked it and subscribe to the channel. If you want to subscribe. I hope you do. And, well, let's get started. This is Losing It over James Acaster Amazing Band Story. 8 out of 10 cats. Not 8 out of 10 cats does countdown, I'm pretty sure. I think it's just 8 out of 10 cats. Well, let's watch.
What do you guys get jealous of?
I get career jealous. Career jealousy.
Yeah, I get jealous of North Korea.
You get jealous of people's careers?
Yeah. I found out one of the highest paid actresses in England is the Witch of Wookey Hole.
Did kids show?
No, she's actually in Wookey Hole, which is a cave, and she just pops out at people and she's just a witch. And that's a proper job that she's on like 40 grand a year for that.
So you're jealous of a witch that lives in a cave? I mean, all right, I think we could probably get you that.
Pretty low, Jimmy.
David, do you ever do anything? Have you ever made anyone very jealous?
Oh, well, my friend Mike and I, he lives near a cafe where I drink very strong coffee, and I go to his house and do shit sometimes. And I did one recently that was so big.
What was the question again?
The question was about... I mean, I tell you who misheard. David O'Doherty.
And he was like, that's a sweet job you've done there.
No, you still live with your mum.
I do.
I know your mum. My problem with your mum is too much information.
TMI. Were you there when she read the first 2 chapters of the book she was writing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's something I can never forget.
What was in it?
Sort of a memoir of her sexual history. What? And she read it to me and my brother. And
I've read all 15 books, they're great.
you know, oh God, I don't know if I can say this.
Of course you
Wait,
can say it.
I
Come
can
on.
say it. I mean, it's not going to go anywhere, right?
No. It's actually the title of one of your mum's books, isn't it?
So she was working on one of her chapters of, many sexual exploits that she's had late into the night in her house. And Rob has taken up this new habit of night eating, where he's kind of like half asleep and he walks downstairs and he gets snacks from the fridge or whatever. So he went to get ice cream from the fridge, but he was stark naked and she saw his bollocks. She was just writing her memoirs and she looked at me, he's like, "Oh, sorry, Gwen," and just covered it up and walked out with the ice cream.
And she's like, chapter 7. My son-in-law's bollocks.
It was a hot day in Los Angeles.
You couldn't tell that when Rob walked in.
I've got to make up a bullshit story about my mother-in-law seeing my testicles. Maybe I'll say I was sleep eating. Best way to meet people like you. What do you think, Nish? What do you do to make people like you?
I don't really have to try.
Fuck you!
So, well, go on. What do you do? Do you...
The thing that a lot of people do is smile and laugh to make people comfortable, but I've got quite a pungent laugh, Jimmy.
Oh, how do you mean?
It's people have described it as infectious, but not in a good way.
Ebola.
Like Ebola, yeah.
Sorry, so you're looking me in the face and telling me you've got a weird laugh. Top thing people wish they were better at. What do you think?
Having a bath. What? I can't work out how to clean myself. I can't work out how to do the cleaning. I never feel clean after a bath. I just sort of sit in it and like, in order to clean your bits, you can't just, if you put like the soap or like the shower gel on your hand and then you go in, it's sort of gone in the water before it's touched your skin. So you have to pop it out and just sort of go.
Sorry. When you're popping out to do the little clean, do you have to do that face? I think that face is the issue. I think
No one's
popping
watching me have a bath. So it don't matter what my face is doing, does it? It's just degrading. I don't like that. I'm no good at going upstairs. My legs ain't the right length for stairs. They're too long for one step at a time, but not long enough for two. So I have to lunge up or do little shuffles. Can't take memory sticks out of my computer. It tells me off. That was taken out unexpectedly. No, it weren't. I knew I was going to do it.
David, you write children's books, which are, I mean, I've got the statistics here, much less successful.
I think it's difficult to quantify the joy you bring to children, but yes, I bring a lot of joy to children. Carry on.
So you've written, what children's books have you written?
I have written a series of books called Danger is Everywhere, which is...
Not as good as Harry Potter.
David, can I ask you a sensible question about it? Who's in the films of your books?
I'll be honest with you, when I first saw it in the news, it said NHS dealing with a virus, I thought, it's a bit of a slow news day, isn't it?
Is it MRSA again?
Just have the flu jab, we won't be in this problem, will we? Yeah, so it got hacked, the NHS got hacked, and yeah, basically all the computers got, like, blocked up, and then...
Blocked up?
I don't know what you call it.
I didn't realise you were technically minded, but the computers are blocked up.
They're all blocked up.
I'll leave that 10 minutes if I were you, love, it's all blocked up.
Do you think they were using Microsoft instead of Apple because that way the doctors would turn up? Because an apple a day is... I'm just trying to put a bit of light-heartedness into a terrible situation. We should be making ourselves smarter and not robots smarter. And I feel like in 10 years' time, we're all going to be hidden down in the bottom of a bunker, afraid to say anything in case our hair straighteners hear us.
I think you can get too attached to them, though. You know, like, because I can't have a poo now unless I've got my phone in my hand. I've literally conditioned myself that my bowels will not engage unless I'm playing,
true.
you know...
I'm the same. I can't... I only cut my toenails when I do a poo.
Oh, my God.
You're just sitting there doing nothing, you just get your clipper out and just start chopping away.
Yeah, but you're not doing nothing, you're having a shit.
Are you cutting your toenails dry?
What? Yeah. What?
OK,
Yeah.
I'll only ever cut my toenails after I've been in the bath.
Oh, what?
Because your nails go really soft, because then they don't go flying around.
That's a good... You know what? When you go to my house, there's toenails all over the place, in my bed and my pillows.
You're shitting in your bed?
No! When I'm clipping them, they just start flying.
Yeah, but you're taking a shit while you're clipping them.
Oh, no, but I've got ensuite. I forgot to add that, sorry. I've got ensuite, sorry.
No wonder they call you lethal. You're shitting toenails everywhere.
It's just since the controversy came out, and it's like they asked Edward Snowden's opinion, and it's just that they're always asking Edward Snowden's opinion. It's like okay, we get it, Edward's got an opinion, but it's like they ask him about everything. It's like next thing be like, so what do you think of Kim Kardashian? Like, it doesn't matter.
That said, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
I asked what you thought, and you went,
Sorry.
I don't care what Edward Snowden thinks.
Yeah!
There's a reason I haven't booked him on the show. I've got you here, I care what you think. What do you think? Stop passing the buck.
I'm sorry, it's just Edward Snowden, because you know, everyone like...
What was your band, James?
I was in a band called Pin Drop. We had a singer called Lloyd, and he sang real nice, beautiful vocals in band practice. And then we had our first gig, and he was like, you go and perform me, and then I'll come on later on. And we're playing the song, and we don't know where he is. And then he jumped on stage in a dress, which he hadn't warned us about. And he just shouted, horrible shouty vocals for the whole gig. And then afterwards we were like, Lloyd, that was not the plan. And he was real mature about it. And he was kind of went, guys, I'm so sorry. Honestly, I don't know what came over me. It won't happen again. And then we had another gig. And we get there and Lloyd says to me, you guys go on. You start playing and I'll come on later. I was like, OK, we'll do that, Lloyd. But remember what happened? He went, man, I feel so bad about that last time. It's not going to happen. Honestly, I feel like an idiot. I don't know what came over. I was like, good. And we're playing, and then he ran on in the dress again, and then we were like, well, we didn't really tell him not to do that, so that's kind of OK. And then he shouted, but not just shouted for the whole gig. He kept on jumping up in the air, and every time he landed, it'd flip the audience off like that. And we said to him afterwards, Lloyd, we made it real clear not to do that, and you did it again. And he was like, listen, guys. I owe you guys an apology. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry about that. At next week's gig, I'm absolutely 100% not going to do that again. And then we had a third gig. And Lloyd went to me, you guys start playing without me. And then I'll come on later. And I was like, Lloyd, I'm going to say this very clearly to you. If you shout again, you are out of this band for good. I swear to God. And then we're playing the intro. And then he runs through the audience. It was even more of a rogue move, even for Lloyd. He bought a different dress this time, but fair play. Hadn't mentioned the dress. And he also, I noticed, as he was running towards us, had drawn a dick on his forehead. And I thought to myself, that is a bad sign. And then he got the mic and he screamed, this, not shouting, horrible screaming. And then halfway through the gig, he took his dress off. He's just in these tighty whities, and someone had written "Susie was here" across his chest with an arrow pointing down to his real dick. And then after the gig, Lloyd, we had made this very clear. You're not allowed to shout anymore. And he went, hold on a second, guys, hold on a second. And then he walked outside, and then some boys turned up on a bicycle. And all we saw through the glass was they talked to him, and he nodded to them, and we heard him say, I'm in a band called Pin Drop. He got halfway through Pin Drop, and one of them nutted him and cycled away. And then we couldn't kick him out the band because we felt sorry for him. And he's still in the band to this day.
So that was a pretty funny story by James Acaster. It was a funny bit. Had some good laughs on there. Miss Sean, I don't know why Sean Locke wasn't there. I thought that was part of his show. He was part of the show. So I missed him. I kept waiting for him to pop up. I think he popped up a couple of times, but no, no jokes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little clip. That was Losing It over James Acaster's amazing band story. And Lloyd. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked it, and you have a nice day. See you later.